Today is Tuesday and we're going to start on our barn project. Now, I've been a little bit worried about all the 4x4s we set in the ground. I've been worried about them rotting and then the buildings falling down. So what we decided to do on this barn was I found this product online that is supposed to protect lumber that you put in the ground. So we're going to use this. So this is called Wood Life Copper Coat, and it's a green wood preservative for above or below ground. So it's supposed to protect against decay, mold, mildew, termites, bugs. It's supposed to protect against all that stuff. So I'm going to paint this onto our 4x4s on the bottom portion that's going to go in the ground. Now these posts are getting concreted into the ground. So I'm going to paint this stuff on today, and Eddie is going to auger all the holes for the barn. So you can see we've got lots of company today wanting to help out. All the chickens are around. But Eddie's going to auger all the holes. You probably can't see the stakes, but there's 15 stakes there. And hopefully this stuff does what it says it's going to do, and it'll prevent the posts from rotting in the ground. We had also thought about wrapping the post with some plastic bags where the concrete will be touching them, but I couldn't find anything on Mr. Google Pants that says that that's a good idea or a bad idea. So we're just going to paint this stuff on there and hope it does the trick and that the barn lasts for a long time. Now this is just a very small barn. It's going to house chickens. It's 30 foot long, 12 feet wide. Hopefully before the end of the day we will get these posts in the ground, but I'm not sure. We might have to wait till tomorrow. So I need to get all these posts brushed off because they've got sawdust on them and they've been laying on the ground. And this product says to make sure they're clean. So I'm going to get them as clean as I can, and then we'll paint them. All right, I have my gloves, I have my roller. We poured just a little bit into this 5-gallon bucket because I don't know how much it's going to take. So it's also blue. I expected it to be green, but let's put it on the wood and see what happens. Definitely blue. All right, I'm going to do this to all 15 posts. I hope you can hear me over the boys digging the holes, but I got all these posts painted with 2 coats and it looks pretty good. I mean, they're bluish green, so I'm hoping that's enough. The bucket doesn't say how long to let it cure before you put it in the ground, and we're kind of racing against the clock on a couple of things. Mikey has an appointment tomorrow for his braces, and then Thursday it's going to rain. So we're going to wait a couple of hours, let this dry for a couple of hours, and then we're going to go ahead and put them in the ground. I hope. As long as nothing else goes wrong, hopefully we're going to get these in the ground today. Okay, so they got all the holes dug with the auger, and the holes are 2 foot 6 inches deep, so 2.5 feet. When you dig a post hole, it is supposed to be 1/3 of the post height that's going to be above ground. We're going to have 8 feet above ground, so 1/3 of that is 2.5 feet, I believe. So that's the way we figured it out. I can't do math in my head on camera. Hi everyone, today is Wednesday. We did not get around to putting any more posts in the barn. We put 6 in yesterday and then it got too late. We didn't want to put more in today because we're supposed to get a storm tomorrow with a lot of rain. So we're going to hold off on putting more posts for the barn until probably Friday, but that's kind of iffy because it might be raining Saturday, Sunday, and Monday also. So what we did do today was we have a load of dirt coming for my shop floor. So you can see where this 2x6 is. When we pour concrete, the concrete's going to come to the top of that 2x6 and we'll screed off of that to make it level. So we need to bring dirt up from the floor all the way up to 3 inches up that 2x6. So we have a load of dirt coming, and we didn't want to have to move my table saw in and out because of the rain and all that. So we brought in a little bit of dirt and we put the table saw up level to where the dirt needs to be. So we built out this frame here and we filled it up with dirt, leveled it out, and then I just have some scrap plywood on there to set the saw onto so that the legs wouldn't sink down in. Now this is up against the wall, so I'm not going to be able to use the table saw, but hopefully we'll be getting this floor done soon-ish. So that's what we did today. We just got that up. That's the level of where the rest of the dirt needs to be in the shop. So that part is done. It's like 8 feet long by 40 inches off the wall. So that's the only part we got done. We just had a little bit of dirt, but we got that done. So now the saw doesn't need to move until we're ready to pour concrete. So next is going to be filling this up with dirt and getting a wacky packer and packing it really good. And it'll be ready for concrete at that point. We're not going to do concrete right away because we do want to get that barn done. Well, here it is, Thursday, and it's not raining yet. This is what happens when you listen to the weatherman. We have a 40% chance of rain starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So we could have put more posts up for the barn yesterday, but we listened to the weatherman and we were supposed to have a big storm today, and well, now we're not supposed to have. So we still can't put any posts in this morning because it is supposed to 40% chance of rain this afternoon, and it's supposed to be clear tomorrow, so we might get a couple more posts in tomorrow, but I wanted to show you what we did get done. So we've got the 4 corner posts done. That one, those 2 next ones there are done, and then these 2 right here are done. So we've still got to do that one, and then we've got 4 more on this side, and then we've got 3 down the middle that will be holding the doors for the pens. So this post here, they're not going as deep as the outer ones because they're just to hold doors, but we'll have this one here which will hold a door for this pen, and on this side of the post it'll hold the door for this pen. So each post will hold 2 doors. But like I said, this is what happens when you listen to the weatherman. They always say it's going to rain and then it doesn't rain. But I did order some dirt from my shop yesterday. I'm hoping they show up today and we might be able to start putting some dirt in the shop. We've also decided to make a little bit of a change there. Okay, so right now these bottom 2x6s are about 8 inches off the ground to the bottom of them, and I want the concrete to come to the top of it so that I can rest my screed board across there on top of those 2x6s and screed the concrete. Well, instead of filling the dirt up that much, we're going to lower those 2x6s down probably 3 to 4 inches. We can't go too far down because the front corner of the shop, the 2x6 is already on the ground. So we will have to dig that down in. but we should be able to put that 2x6 down in the ground by about 3 inches, and just on that corner, and leave the 3 inches that we need for the slab. And then we'll level everything off of that, which should bring these back ones down about 3 or 4 inches. So we'll need less dirt than what we need right now. But hopefully we have a dump truck coming today, maybe tomorrow, not sure on that. And they're gonna bring us a load of, it's called road base. It's like a red clay, and it packs down really, really well. So we're waiting on that for today, since it is supposed to rain this afternoon. You know, I had this whole week's video planned out. It was going to be Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Friday, a little bit on the barn on each day of what we could get done. And then the weather goes and messes things up. So I'm sorry this video didn't end up the way I had planned it, but I figured I would just keep going with my plan and just show you each day of the week what we're getting done. Because sometimes we're just doing a lot of little things, and it's hard to video that, because like I'll go up to the garden in the morning. I went up to the garden this morning, I put 12 tomato plants in the ground. Well, I mean, you know, I do that every day. Every day I go up and put 12 more tomato plants in, and who wants to see that every day? So anyways, that was the plan, was each day to show you a little bit of what we're doing and what we're getting done. So let's see what happens this afternoon, if anything. Hopefully the dirt shows up. If not, then we may not get anything done. I also have some bread rising in the kitchen, so I'm getting some bread made today. Well, I called and my dirt won't be here from a shop until tomorrow. We can't set posts for the barn because it's supposed to rain this afternoon. So we're gonna mill up a log or two. Well, we managed to get a stack of 2x6s. And those will be floor joists for the second floor of the barn. That's all we're going to get done today, because I dropped one of these on my toe and it really hurt. So I'm done milling for the day.